You ever find somebody online that's so fine, it'll make you even overlook a green text message? Everything's going good. And then
a few moments later.
The dating pool has just a little piss in it. And we're asking the age-old question, how come I'm still single? This is Why is the Dating Pool Trash today here on Dear Black Gay Men. We'll start right now. What up, though? I am Jay the Gentleman. That's at JAI the Gentleman on IG and Facebook. This episode, welcome to the safe place for single niggas. This is a new episode of Dear Black Gay Men Live. I am single as a dollar bill, but I'm fine. I'm smart, and I have a fat ass. So how come I'm still single? I know everybody asking that because, I mean, look at me. Look at me. Tonight, I'm talking to one person whose ass is definitely fatter than mine, which might be one of the reasons why he snagged a man, and the other whose ass is high and lifted up. We just heard that it got some special care today, but he's just as single as I am. But first, every week I get DMs about how somebody asked a question in the chat that we haven't gotten to. To help, we're adding a new segment at the end of the show called Burning Questions. I can't get to every question, but for the best questions from the people watching, we're going to ask it to our guests live on the show and give away something special to somebody watching. It could be money, it could be merch or a gift card or something totally different. So drop your questions in the comments and we'll see who wins at the end of the show. Please welcome my guests, Antoine Jamal and DeAndre. Are y'all there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, here.
How is life treating you?
I'm good. It's my birthday. I'm fly.
It is definitely your birthday. We just found out that Antoine Jamal turned 29. Yay! That's a great age to find a man.
It is. I'm gonna enjoy this year.
Great. I know it's not nowhere near my birthday. How are you doing, Antoine Jamal? I mean, DeAndre had a birthday. I think I said the wrong name, but DeAndre had a birthday. Antoine Jamal, it has a fat ass. So how you doing?
Well, on that note, I'm amazing.
I don't know if y'all been watching the show recently, but I got sound effects now. So it's a thing. It's totally a thing. Totally a thing. I wish I had one for a fat ass. Like, is that good for a fat ass? We should play a game, like, every time you hear the word. Every time you hear fat ass, I'll play a sound or take a drink or something. That would be good.
Wow. I gotta say, Jay, I love this hairstyle on you. It's real becoming.
It was a last minute moment because, you know, I'm not accustomed to having to do hair on a regular basis. And so we had to whip something together today. And unfortunately, like unlike y'all, I can't just put on a hat because both of y'all are covered up. Your head gate is covered. But are y'all ready for the show?
I'm ready.
I'm definitely ready.
I'm excited to have you. Let's get into the episode. So the first question that I always start with is, what have you had it with in Black gay culture? Antoine Jamal, I'm gonna start with you. What have you had it with? Last time was the Ninja Turtle shoes. What is it now?
Dang, really? You gonna really bring that back up?
I am. It was golden. It was magic.
I think lately I've really had it with you know what I've been running into is a lot of people with like bad hygiene. Like grown men that don't know how to take care of their bodies.
Ooh.
Like from the armpits to the breath to the nose, like everything. Like I just don't understand how every part of you stink. Like live and in color.
So now I usually encounter those moments where every part of somebody stinks when I'm about to when I'm about to entangle.
Is that a thing for you?
No.
Uh, you know, some people have a fetish in that. Like,
there's no equivocation about it. I don't do the thinking. I mean, but some people do. Some people like a
but what does it do for you? Like, how is that a turn on?
So like for me, if it was a thing, like if I had a man and you just came straight from the gym or whatever the case may be, you know, we kind of want to get a little hot and heavy. That's what the vibe was given. Oh, I'd let you have it.
Would you enjoy it though? Would that be a thing though?
I would if it's
like. Would your love faces be like, "Ooh, this is good," or "Ooh, like this is"?
I mean, after a while, I'd be like, "I'll go take a shower."
Now I will tell you. So I went to this nude party, right? And it was in July. Mm-hmm. And so you go in, you're ass naked, everybody's ass naked, and you have, you know, you eventually just get sweaty. And that became a thing. But I wouldn't say it was the smell of it, but it was just a whole bunch of black men being sweaty together. Mm-hmm. That was hot. But if you just walking up and down the street and you smell like you've been cutting the grass all day, now that is fucked up.
I mean, just rolling around in the dirt and in the trash and just having whole conversations in front of people's noses. It's just disrespectful.
Y'all let me know in the comments. How do y'all feel about man scent? I really want to know where we stand as a culture. Like, is a man scent good? I don't know if anybody who ever says man scent, period. Like everybody will say man scent with a caveat. Like DeAndre said, if you came home from the gym or something and it was like
there's levels to this thing.
A month.
Right, there's stipulations and conditions to this.
Right.
Like there is I think for me it's more like I enjoy impromptu sex. So a part of me just kind of takes the current state of things.
Yeah, I can feel that.
But I don't know that I'd be lusting after like somebody smelling like a moment. The question came in sweaty or dirty.
I don't mind sweaty, but I think you could tell a difference with dirty.
Yeah, sweaty, not dirty. Because they yield two different smells.
They give two, yeah.
Marco in the chat, he said sweaty, yes, dirty, nah, bro.
Agree.
Right. Agree.
McQuan said, man scent is great. Musky men are horrible. Musky with a K. Musk. Musk. And again, I'm on the fence. I could take it or leave it because I just like a little impromptu moment. But I hear that people who walk around thinking, the funny thing is, so the show is virtual, obviously, but I put on like the full shebang. Like I got on shoes and pants and cologne because I feel like I'm hosting for y'all. Like I want to be a good host because I host and I'm mobile too, but I host.
I appreciate that, friend.
Thank you for that. DeAndre, what have you had it with?
What have I had it with? Homosexuals. Homosexuals.
Yes.
These grown men that want you to take care of them, but can't do nothing for you, but want to be in your house, want to run up your light bill, want to run up your water bill. Oh, Jesus.
And see, I thought you was talking about the girls who ain't mobile, can't host.
Them too. You want me to give you the world, but baby, what you giving me? Nothing.
See,
vacant.
That's why the dating pool is trash.
Listen, it's full
the dating pool has a little piss in it. Antoine Jamal just lucked out he imported his man from elsewhere. Cause something about this local dating pool just ain't dating pooling.
Yeah.
The hobosexuals. So like question. Because the real question about that. So what if somebody is legitimately on the come up? You can see their potential.
That's different. That's completely different because especially out here, you can fake the funk, but eventually it's going to catch up with you. And I'm blessed enough to have discernment to where I can read.
Come on here, discernment. Y'all know, y'all don't know, but we all go to church together. So
listen long enough.
It don't take much now.
Listen,
It don't take much. I might hear my cue in a minute.
Okay.
But go ahead.
if
You
you
have
listen long
discernment.
enough and you just let people talk, they literally tell you everything you need to know.
Everything.
And from that
Hmm.
conversation will let me know exactly how I need to carry you far
I
away.
agree.
Bye bye now. It was a pleasure knowing you.
It was a pleasure knowing you. Y'all want to know what I've had it with? I have had it with unsolicited and unscheduled FaceTimes. Like, let me paint a picture.
Call,
So
period.
you meet somebody yesterday. You exchange numbers. Y'all both got blue text messages. So tomorrow they decide out of nowhere, oh, I'm just gonna FaceTime him. Instead of a text, instead of a call, they just gonna FaceTime. I don't do that shit. Now, mind you, Antoine Jamal got an Android, so totally different vibe. But I
First
don't
of all,
like. I feel like you need to earn the right. You got to earn the right to FaceTime me out the blue. Like I could count on one hand the number of people who could FaceTime me out of nowhere and I'll answer. Am I weird? Am I the drama?
No, my mom and my sister, I support that. Those are the only two.
So let me ask you, Antoine Jamal, because again, I don't speak green, but do y'all have like a FaceTime equivalent on the Android side?
oh my God, y'all be so petty.
I
Yes, we
mean,
do. Yes, we do.
what is it? Like a different app, like WhatsApp or Marco Polo or
Really?
some
So
shit?
now
Okay,
I'm a
now you're
foreign
reaching.
entity. Like right now you reach it. Like now I'm a scammer. Like what is
I
the
mean,
problem? Like
I don't know how androids work. Never felt that. Never been through that emotion. Truly,
nah, I mean like most of our phones use it. I think I know they used to have like Duo and now it's just like Meets or like Google Meet or whatever. But I know like all of my friends obviously have iPhone. So y'all send like the little FaceTime link. I mean it works that way, I guess.
There's a FaceTime
but
link.
yes.
You can send it to people
See,
that
when
don't
you give
have.
me a FaceTime link, then I feel like that is at least letting me get ready. But in my head, assuming that you got an iPhone, right? You
Well, I know
FaceTime.
people do it to me on Facebook. Like they'll call me on Messenger.
See, I don't even have Facebook Messenger, so I wouldn't know about that.
Um. Well, I just restrict them when they do it because, like, why would you do that? So I just like
Exactly. Why would you
restrict
call
the
me out the blue?
profile.
Why would you call me out the blue like that? Like you don't know what I'm doing. I probably, knowing me, I'm probably ass naked somewhere, laid up, air drying from the shower with my hair all a mess. And then this is the second day you meet me. You gonna fuck up my first impression by FaceTiming me out the blue. See,
I'm screaming.
Mhm,
that's why I can't do that shit. I can't. I
mhm. It's
can't.
rude. It is
I
rude
support that
though.
though.
I
I really
feel
do.
like it is definitely stepping over a boundary, and and
Mhm.
because my Virgo ass is gonna side eye you from now on because that nigga FaceTimes people out the blue. Like
So,
if
like,
you
when you
FaceTime me out
meet
the blue, what else
people,
would you do?
do you have the conversation like when people say, "Oh, I'm not a phone person. Like, I'm more of a texter or talker or like video person." Do you go through those like conversations first?
Yes. And interestingly enough, I am definitely a FaceTime. My best friend is in here. We will FaceTime all the time. It's not FaceTime in general. It's just
Right.
in the early stages of getting to know somebody, you got to give me a 2 hour notice before a FaceTime.
Not a 2 hour notice.
Not 2 hour notice.
That might as well be a motherfucking date. That's what I think. Because again, like I'm thinking we just came out of a pandemonium. People was FaceTiming on the dates. That was a date back then. So you saying you just gonna walk in and have a date randomly out of nowhere at 2 o'clock in the afternoon after I just got out the shower? Fuck that. See, now I'm going.
Screaming.
Now I'm going. I, I that's what I've had it with. Like, don't FaceTime me unexpectedly. That just don't FaceTime me unexpectedly. You got to give me a moment. A little 20-minute moment. Marco asked
Mm.
in the chat box, what are y'all drinking? Are y'all drinking anything? What is
Oh,
Jack?
well, it's his birthday, so he gets to celebrate.
I'll drink to that. Makers.
Hello. God bless.
See, my best friend said Crown for sure. Today it's Makers. 'Cause I got a bottle for a gift. But thank you. Okay, so thank you for that. What have you had it with? So moving on. What is oh, I'm supposed to read something. there's something in there that I was supposed to do. Why are you still single, DeAndre?
I hate this question.
Why do you hate it so?
Because it's like one of those really nigga questions. Like,
Is it though? I think it's a very valid question.
It can be.
to give the short version as to why.
You can give the long version. We're here the whole hour.
Okay.
I mean, we ain't taking the whole hour for this one question, though.
Oh no, not at all. I would
My
honestly
titties look
say
good.
I haven't necessarily been ready to commit to a relationship. I don't think
Mhm.
that I am where I would want to be able to entertain a relationship. I had some growing up that I had to do um, to be ready for my next relationship and what that person has to offer me and vice versa. So
Okay.
that's probably why I'm single right now.
So if I'm hearing you well, you weren't offering what you really want from a man.
I thought that I was, but I
And then
wasn't.
what happened?
And it needs to be mutually beneficial.
Mutually beneficial. You starting to talk big words to me. Now, what do you mean by that? Hold on.
So by mutually
So you
beneficial,
got
what
your
I mean
degree,
is not
and you
one of
know
those
what the fucking
situations
mean.
where this is what do you bring to the table? Because a lot of people ask that question like, what do you bring to the table?
Mm-hmm.
I hate that. I think it's so stupid. Like as long damn.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I had a brain fart.
People ask you, what do you bring to the table, right?
Yeah, and I think that's real dumb because it's just like we're trying to learn one another in this stage to see what it is that we bring to the table. Like, can we make this relationship? Can we make this relationship work? So it's not necessarily a question, rather than the actions of the individual. Because you can say you want consistency and all of this other stuff until you blue in the face, but what are your actions actually giving me? That's pretty much what paints the picture for me and what you bring to the table.
And see, that's where I think I'm the weird ball, the eyeball, because words matter to me. Words are
Mhm.
matter more than anything to me. And I appreciate, I respect, I admire, I need the commensurate actions, but I need you to say that shit with your chest.
Mhm.
And I can identify with that to a certain extent, but at the same time, if you're giving me all of this lip service, but there's no actions following behind that, your words basically don't mean shit. You just giving me a whole bunch of what
Agreed.
I want to hear, and you're not making
Mhm.
any moves to solidify what it is we got going on or how we can move forward. And
Agreed.
I don't like being stagnant because if you stunt my growth, I gotta be gone. I'm gonna block you.
So today is your birthday. So that makes you what is that, an Aquarius?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, y'all good at ghosting. Y'all good at ghosting
I
and
don't
blocking.
ghost. I give you a warning before I block you. I don't do the ghost thing because
But
I know
but,
how that
but I'm just
feels.
saying your sign is great at it.
Now
Like
some of them
y'all are
do. I ain't even
professionals.
gonna hold you, but the way that I am, I'm a little bit lenient, especially like when I like a person, I'll try and give you a chance. Be like, all right, nigga, one for the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Nigga, the fourth time, you done.
Four. See, I'm
Blocked.
too old for that. I'm way
4.
too old for four
Okay, so
times.
listen, hear me out. Okay,
You barely get one time with me too.
not everybody is bad. Okay, and sometimes you again have to learn how to weed through the BS. Some people got some stuff going on, X, Y, and Z. But if they, explain that to you, y'all have at least somewhat of decent communication, then you can kind of work it out. You'll kind
Yes.
of, be a little bit lenient on how many chances that you actually do give an individual. But if it's like one of those things where, okay, let's say we said that we were going to link up, no follow up, no nothing. We set a date, nothing happens. Okay, that's strike one. You do it again, that's strike two. I'm done. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. In that regard, and then on top of that, the communication isn't consistent, baby.
Okay. Okay. Because let's get to the other half of this. Now, Antoine Jamal, for everybody who does not know, is on his way down the aisle. And I love black love. His man is black and cute. Antoine Jamal, as I have said many times and will continue to do so, has a fat ass. And so the two of them, for many reasons, in addition to the fatty, work well together. Were you ready? Were you ready for a relationship when y'all found each other?
Absolutely not. I was over dating, actually. I had moved here 2 years before I met him. So I had already kind of did my little trial and error in Atlanta, and I was just over it. I felt like I was just meeting carbon copies of the same dude. So I was over it. Neither one of us was actually looking for anything, to be honest.
And what did you see in each other to get over that?
Um, the only thing I really saw that really stood out the most was he was actually authentically himself. Like here, and I'm from New York, so like I'm used to the whole, like facade and all of that. But here, everybody is somebody, want to be somebody, sleeping with everyone, think they somebody. And so,
That's offensive.
is it?
I have a whole podcast and I'm an ethical slut. So I feel like you're talking about me. Is that a read?
If the shoe
It, baby, listen. No, so
this shoe today
you took that real hard, honey.
But okay.
I wasn't. But what I found was so many people chasing after the same aesthetic, and it was refreshing to meet someone that was just himself. He's from the country. He's an artist. He wasn't trying to be in the scene or be seen. So it made it easy for us to just be ourselves. And I hadn't came across that,
So how does it? So okay. Let me back up because I'm getting ahead of myself and it's almost time for a break. But how do you? This is Atlanta. We all three of us are in Atlanta. We can't get over the fact that the Atlanta girls are Atlanta girls. How do you?
Right.
What did you look for to find someone authentic, or was it you just weren't looking and you stumbled upon it?
I wasn't looking at all. When I moved here, my goal was to do something different. So I didn't do anything that I had done before. So I just kind of just stopped with my expectations and stuff that I normally used to have. I just kind of let that go, and just if it flowed that way towards me, then I would just try.
There are so many questions I have about that because I'm like, well, what the fuck do I do?
Well, I like to be in control. So for the first time, I decided to not be, and I think that's the way.
Dominant.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Huh.
You being real shady.
I've been talking about your ass this whole time, and here you go, a dime, whatever you want. I got so many.
I can't help what I got. Look at the material, right? But I can't help what I got.
I don't mind that. All right, let's get ready to go to something else. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate the commentary, but I got so many questions. We're talking to one person who's desperately single and one person who is engaged. What do y'all want to know about dating? Remember, the best question gets a chance to win something big at the end of the show. So drop your comments for Antoine Jamal and DeAndre in the chat. This is Why Is the Dating Pool Trash Explained. We'll be right back. I think I lead a pretty normal life. I'm a podcaster and a content creator. I'm pursuing my passions. So many of us, Black gay people, either live. I think I lead a pretty normal life. I'm a podcaster and a content creator. I'm pursuing my passions. So many of us, Black gay people, either live with a reality or a fear of HIV. Any movement toward a future where HIV is less of a part of who we are, I don't know that I can think of anything more impactful to our culture. Hit the notification bell because we're going live.
Like that's the least of my worries. The size.
Oh, I think relationships are becoming more complex.
Tuesday and Thursday every week.
Welcome to Dear Black Gay Men Live
at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Welcome back to Dear Black Gay Men Podcast. If you're enjoying this content, subscribe on YouTube, like the video, and share it with someone who needs a midweek dopeness reminder, even if you're watching on your TV. And Dear Black Gay Men Podcast is new every week, every Wednesday. You can stream it on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Put an eggplant emoji if y'all listen to the podcast. Because I want to know. I really want to know how many of y'all listen to what I got to say on Wednesdays. And then let's get back into the show. Antoine Jamal, DeAndre, do y'all listen to the podcast?
Yes, I do.
I do.
Really? Thank
do.
you for that. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it. Do I be sounding smart sometimes?
Sometimes.
See?
It's very insightful.
Don't ask the question you don't want the answer.
You know every fucking thing. Go ahead.
That sound right.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Since you got your degree and you know every fucking thing, since I don't be sounding smart. But okay. I'm supposed to be reading shit. So it's the real Roundup time. Y'all know what that means. Let's get into this game. I hope y'all are ready.
Guess we don't have a choice.
I don't know if we ready for this, but it's okay. It's okay. Hit it. Okay, so we're playing Real Roundup. I'm going to play a reel or to relate it to dating to give your absolute unsolicited feedback. I want to hear exactly what y'all think about Real Roundup, about each reel that we're doing. It's a piece of dating advice. Are y'all ready?
Okay.
We're hearing from one person who is in a relationship and one person who is desperately single.
I'm talking about dating someone who has maybe dated one of your coworkers or someone that you know socially. I'm not talking about dating someone who has dated your best friend or like your cousin or family member, but like, is the dating scene so small, particularly among the gay?
Okay, I got the gist of it. Would you date someone who has dated someone in your friend circle?
No.
Well, he didn't necessarily say friend circle though.
Yeah, I don't think he said friend
He
circle,
said
did he?
Someone that's
Not
not
your best
like
friend.
close-knit friends, but like associates. If it was an associate, yes, I'd probably give you a chance. But if it's like somebody within my friend circle,
Yeah, then no, yeah.
wouldn't. Number one, out of respect, and number two, I feel like that would low key kind of be nasty. I feel like that would be really nasty.
Why nasty? Why nasty?
Because like if I'm your friend, and this is somebody that you know dealt with, you were heavily like involved with, I feel like it would kind of be borderline disrespectful. Like if I was to break up with somebody and we all go to the same church, and I know Jamal.
That's a very specific example.
I'm just saying. Okay, so we all work at the same place, damn it. Like we all work at the same place. And eventually I see y'all together when everybody, you know, when everybody's kind of used to me and seeing me and you together. I feel like that will low key kind of be a little trashy.
Okay,
that's just how
is there like a time limit on it? Like if y'all dated for like 30 days, is that the same as if y'all dated for 3 years?
Oh no, like if there was longevity, then it would be disrespectful. But if y'all was just phone boning, oh baby, he's fair game.
What about you? What you think? I will say that the comments are very, very split. We'll go through the comments in a second, but the comments are very split. What do you think, Antoine? Someone not in your close friend circle. This is not your best friend's ex. This is not your best friend's person. This is, a coworker, in the same church, like DeAndre said. What do you think? Is that person fair game?
I mean, in that sense, yes. As long as it's not like any like personal relationships built, like you said, like close friend circles, then yeah. I mean, one band, one sound. So.
What's out, really? So the reason why this is so interesting to me. So get this. So my best friend and I hope I'm not putting too much of his business out, but my best friend and I normally have very, very different types. He likes this, I like that. And that's just been kind of the sweet spot of our friendship. Usually the people that he's attracted to, I'm like, oh, that's cute for you. And the people that I'm attracted to, he's like, that's a choice. And we just are chasms apart. But here recently, we both evolved to that chasm that Grand Canyon starting to, and we've had a little overlap. And so in my head, the follow-up question is like, what would you do if it's someone your best friend just had said, I like, or I think they're cute? What if they just said, I think they're cute? Is that person fair game?
Yes, still, I would say yes, only because if you're not gonna make a move and they make a move on me, I'm sorry, sweetheart. Did hit one band, one sound, fair game.
y'all better wear drumline out. But what would you make a move on that person? Best friend says, I like DeAndre. Is it okay for me to make a move on DeAndre? Antoine?
I mean, that is kind of tough. But I think honestly, for me, I think I would just observe to see how it plays out. Because both of you guys, I guess, would carry different things to offer. So I think it would just kind of like, last man on the island. I mean, in a way, like,
it's so interesting how different everybody is in the comments based on this new scenario. Dominic Totten says there's a lot of factors to this, too much for me to type. McQuan says, no, ma'am, it's a no for me. D'Angelo says no. But it's just so interesting because I'm like, the dating pool is trash. If there's one person who is not trash in the dating pool, just because my best friend says, oh, I think he's cute, I'd be like,
you said, because I don't have friends for real. Well, I'm not going to say I don't have friends. I do have friends, but I have more associates than friends. But my majority of my friends are studs. So y'all ain't gonna be messing with none of the niggas that I be trying to talk to. Let's just keep it a buck. But like,
my best friend is not a stud, but we were like that for a long time. A long fucking time. It was like he likes that boy way over there, and I like this boy right here. And they look nothing alike. One's tall, one's short. One's this, one's that. One's thick, one's skinny. Like we were opposite until here recently.
What changed?
He did.
Oh, you asked the questions. My bad. I'm sorry.
I mean, you can ask me questions. I'm versatile.
So what changed?
He did. My attractions are the same. He just realized that it is great over here. Like, good over here. And he was like, oh, I just realized. And I'd be like, okay, girl.
I'm weak.
You're new here, though. You're new here. No, I'm not going to say it. Best friend is in the comments and he says, you can say it, girl. You can say it. And I'm not going to say it. But shit is lit on my side. Just let's say that. Okay. Hopefully we got another video. We got another one. Real Roundup. I don't know if we got another one. I'm so confused.
Somehow they're in a relationship and then things are confusing. The problem with that is that you don't really get a chance to see who somebody can be. You only see them.
I don't know what's happening. Is dating a lost art in this generation? Okay.
That's a good question.
That's a good question. We're going to improv this one. Let's take this. We can take this one down. So, is dating a lost art? First, because I can riff on this for a while. I want to know in the comments, y'all, how do you define dating? If you are in a dating phase with somebody, what are some of the distinguishing factors to dating? And then I'm going to ask the two of y'all. DeAndre, I'm going to start with you. Not talking to, we're getting to know each other. What is dating to you? Especially since you said that you're not ready for it yet.
Dating to me would be a slight form of commitment. And I say to a degree. Because of course, while you're in the talking phase, you're possibly talking to multiple people at the same time, going on dates, trying to figure out, what you like, what you don't like, so forth and so on. So you're vetting all of these people, right? And so you have maybe like 5 people that you've gone on a date with. You kind of like a couple, but there are 2 that you really like. Okay, so you drop the other 3, and you're with the 2. So once you get with the 2, you got to kind of narrow down to the 1. And when you get to that 1, it's like, okay, I'm kind of saying you're the person that I really want to, get to know, pursue a relationship with. And it's kind of like, okay, we're coming together to solidify. Are we seeing other people? What is this? What, not necessarily like putting a title on it, but for me and you to know that, okay, it's me and you, we're not talking to anybody else. I'm strictly kind of like on you. That's what dating is to me.
Okay. I hear that. I received before I follow up, Antoine Jamal, because the interesting thing to me for your situation is Antoine Jamal is someone's fiance. Mm-hmm. And we mark that with a question, like somebody got to ask somebody a question and you got to say yes. And there is a clear agreement that now we are fiancés. Did y'all make as clear an agreement to start the dating process?
Well, I think when we decided to make things official, we really did have transparent conversations about our expectations from a partner or what we would want. And I usually in dating, in any relationship really, but mostly in dating, I look at intention, effort, and accessibility. Because
hold on, let me write that down. Intention, effort, and accessibility. When I tell you that's so fucking good, you preaching good now. Go ahead. Intention, effort, and accessibility. You prepared that.
But I think those for me, are
my friend know his shit.
I holler it. Those concepts work for me in platonic relationships, business relationships, and romantic. Because you won't get all of me if I can't get those things from you. And
intention, effort, and accessibility.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
So like making sure that the intentions are there to, like you hear a lot of people say, I want to date to marry and stuff like that. So it's like, what's your end goal? So that we're not wasting each other's time. Do you feel like you are a husband material? Do you feel like that is something that you see for yourself? I dated someone for 8 years that he never wanted to get married. And I wish I would have known that, because I would have never sat in that,
Did he tell you that, or y'all just didn't discuss it?
We discussed it, and then he said that was a possibility. So I think I held on to hope, and then he just decided for the both of us that that's not what he wanted. So I didn't even get a choice in the matter. He just
And see,
that's his.
Wow.
I mean, regardless of the status of a relationship, when we say we're connected, we're committed, we are a thing. Whatever that thing is, whatever we call that thing. And I just feel like we absolve ourselves of making decisions for the unit unless that's within our perfect. Like, I agree that there's dominant and submissive and whatnot. And sometimes somebody wants to make a decision, and I'm not talking about what we gonna eat tonight. I'm talking about like big shit.
Yeah.
The idea that somebody can make a life-changing decision for both of us without consulting me, that's fucked up. To me, at least. Now, granted enough, I'm single as a penny in a crack, so there's that.
Do you date with the intention to marry? Like, is that your end goal?
Yes. Now, I don't date with the intention to have children though, because I'm on the fence about that. And my side of the fence is no. Like, the other side might be yes, and if he really wants them, sure. But I love being the gay uncle. So I would love to be the gay uncle, and this is my husband. And I look forward to the day where like one of my aunties or something says, that's Jared's roommate. Jared's my government name. That's Jared's roommate. And I'd be like, no, bitch. That's my husband.
That's just Jared's friend. That's his friend.
That's his friend.
That's his
No,
I do that hand like that. That's his little roommate.
That's his little roommate.
And you gotta put some goddamn respect on his name. I'm looking forward to those days.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to those days, but I do have clear intentions when I date. It's just the hard part about dating for me, and DeAndre, you can tell me if this is your experience as well. But the hard part about having clear intentions in dating is that people around me have such unclear intentions, or they think their intentions are clear until they meet me, and all of a sudden they get a little nebulous. Like, my intentions are big enough or flexible enough to where I can figure out how to work together to achieve both of our goals in a relationship. It's just what I find is the other person is not as committed to their emotional goals as I am to mine. And so in my case, I'm like, I would much rather be 100% committed to me by myself, as opposed to being 100% committed to my goals and you're only 50% committed to yours. Like they're not willing to put in the hard work to get there, and that's where I get all fucked up. I'm like,
the effort, yeah. And I ran into that too. Moving here, everybody wants somebody real until you real with them, right? Or when they really meet someone that's like really about.
Everybody wants someone motherfucking real until you be real with. Hold on.
Hollering. But that's the truth though, right? Everybody wants the aesthetic or the ideal of that. And then they meet someone that's really about that life. Like, and then they don't know how to handle it because they were never really prepared for that because they're not that to themselves. And so they just they let that good person slip, chasing something that they can't reciprocate.
The interesting thing is, and DeAndre, I'm gonna come to you because I got a question. But the funny thing is, the whole impetus for this episode is somebody dumped me like 2 weeks ago, and I was no. We're not gonna all that. This is a rejoicing moment. Y'all should have been like, yes. Because what I realized is that I was being myself, and the upside, I'll say this, the upside of doing the podcast and having this show is I get to hear about everybody's dating and relationship problems and be like, oh, don't do that shit. I'm good. Let me sidestep that. And so I get to be very clear on what I want, what I like, what I don't like, all of those things, right? Because, you know, I hear about so many different dating stories all the time. And what I realized is I was being real with him on the level that Antoine was talking about, and he couldn't be real with himself. And so he dumped me. And I was like, you dumped me.
Don't they be real bold with that? Don't they be real bold?
Me. A whole me.
Keep that same
Me.
Okay. I mean, at the end of the day, I was like, okay. I mean, if that's what you feel is appropriate for your journey, you dumped me.
I ain't even mad at you. Thank you.
Okay.
I hope you heal.
He texted me. He was like, "Let me not," because now I'm getting messy. Let me not. I would say
now I want to hear because you done brought it up.
In my head, I was like, "You dumped me, Jared, Jay, the gentleman." Okay. I mean, if that's what's appropriate for your journey, I like Thiago is on the team now, and that's what Thiago says that about everything. If I love that for your journey, that's his phrase for everything. But DeAndre, the question I have for you is: if you are single but not ready to mingle, what do you feel will help you get ready?
I actually am mingling, but as far as like me putting the effort into actually maintaining a relationship right now, I personally don't think that I'm ready. But if I meet the right person, that could definitely change.
Is that fair though?
I'd say yes.
But if
sometimes, like I was talking to this individual not long ago, and we were kicking it for like a little bit, and I kind of had to get real with him, and he didn't like it. Same thing. And this was around the time. Was it before? It was before Christmas, because I wanted to take him to go and see the Color Purple with us.
Okay.
And something happened. Like I was just trying to like get a full understanding, and he didn't like how I was handling, because I can come off a little bit demanding, and I don't try to all the time. And he couldn't handle it, so he left.
Okay. Get closer.
And I was like,
so I can hear you good.
I was like, okay. You all right?
I'm good.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure.
Who snored like that? Are you okay, friend? Right.
I'm good.
Is it allergies? Is it allergies? Somebody's
allergies. I'm sorry.
No, you good. But okay. Real quick, let me ask you one pointed question. The reason I ask, is that fair, is because if you meet someone, you said if I met the right person, that might change. The right person clearly is approaching you with an intention bigger than yours, more deep rooted in their life than yours is. But if they come with 100% of an intention and you waffling at 50, hoping that they'll change you, how can that ever be fair?
It's not hoping that they'll change you. It's just when you meet the right person, sometimes they bring the best out of you, which can kind of put you in place to where you need to be to maintain that relationship, if that makes sense.
But isn't that a lot of responsibility to put on a person for them to bring the best out of you?
Not necessarily. I wouldn't. No, in a sense, I wouldn't say necessarily. Not really, because it's not that I don't have it. I know what I'm capable of.
Okay.
If that makes sense. I know what I can potentially bring to a relationship. But like, for instance, I have a friend who met their significant other. Their significant other was whole, and the other individual wasn't. But when they came together, now looking at their relationship, they make a really good couple. They can communicate effectively. Of course, no relationship is perfect, but if I find my person, and you're slowly bringing those things out of me that I'm actually willing to give. You're teaching me, and we're learning together. Then I wouldn't say that that's not fair.
Are them some lesbians?
Huh?
Are
No,
they lesbians?
no, they're not.
Okay. Because y'all, I know I wasn't the only one thinking that. Because you said most of your friends are studs. So I'm like,
Right, you did say that.
This is the Black Gay me. I'm just kidding. But hold on.
I do have a few straight friends, and the guy that I was referring to, he's actually straight. Probably like the only real straight guy that I really communicate on a regular basis. That's how he met his girlfriend. Like she saw his potential pretty much. And not everybody that you actually, for me, I saw someone's potential and it really didn't work. But when you're actually ready and you're willing to actually do the work that it takes to maintain this relationship, it's not one of those things to where it's something that I was looking for. Like Antoine Jamal. It's nothing that I was looking for. This just happened. I wasn't necessarily ready for a relationship, but because this is the person, this is the presentation that you were giving me, this is what I actually needed that I wasn't getting. Now I'm able to actually receive it and reciprocate it. That's actually very fair because I'm giving you what you want, basically.
Okay, I have so many questions. So many, which is why I have a podcast. So let's get down to burning questions. So everybody in the chat. We have heard from Antoine Jamal and his love story about he found his boo when they were not looking for each other. We've heard about DeAndre and how he says he is mingling with an asterisk behind it. What dating questions do you have for both of them? Remember, and I'm ready to go to break, Royce. Remember, Antoine Jamal is heading down the aisle and DeAndre can barely get the boy's number from the DMs just like me. What dating questions y'all got? Burning questions is coming up when one lucky viewer is about to win big. This is Why is Dating Pool Trash Explained. We'll be right back.
What up, dog? The conversations stay lit on Dear Black Gay Men podcast. Hookup, entanglement, situation, relationship, everything from dushing to dating.
A top verb, but I am not a top noun. I am a guru at first dates.
It's new every Wednesday. Subscribe now.
So sidebar, let me bring y'all back real quick. Come on back. Shout out to Antoine Jamal's man for, I don't even know if he's watching, but shout out to him for allowing us to bring all this craziness into y'all's wonderful African American home, because this is a thing. So I have a question for you, and then we're gonna go to a burning question shortly. But Antoine Jamal, y'all are preparing to get married. Why is marriage a big deal? Why was it a big deal for you specifically? Maybe not for the couple, but for you and your personal experience. Why was marriage a destination for you?
I felt like it was it's so many things that I feel like comes with the unity of marriage. And I don't come from like a successful one as far as like my parents, but I felt like there was something in me that could embody that or be that, like the sacrifice, the consistency, the effort, the work. It's like you're building something. I've always wanted to build something great, and I felt like marriage would be something that I could build. Like, I don't know, just like my own personal empire of love, like I always aspired for that. I knew what I wanted, how I wanted to get married in like third grade.
Well, did you have like a little wedding book with you in a little white dress?
I'm screaming. It really wasn't a dress, but it was.
I mean,
no, it wasn't. But I always.
That's what I knew marriage to be. Somebody had to wear a
Yeah.
white. Somebody is, even though I had this biggest crush on this boy that used to run fast in the 3rd grade, but
I just knew I wanted to get married to a beautiful black man. Like even when I was like that young, I knew I just wanted a man to just like, be my end all. So I knew then, like I was like, whatever is gonna happen, like.
I'm excited about that. Like now I want to get married. But DeAndre, what is marriage a destination for you?
Yes. Yeah, I have hope.
You have hope, or you want to get married?
I want to get married. I do. So I have hope that it'll happen.
Like why is marriage important to you? And then I'll tell y'all why it's important to me. Then we'll go to
marriage is important to me because of what it solidifies. When you're married, there's kind of a lot of decisions that come with that, especially in terms of if something was to happen to either one of us, you have basically the final say. And it's me putting my trust in you to know that you'll do the right thing. In not just the life and death, but in everything else. And also building that with you. Because it's not just me and you. This is two people coming together as a unified front. It's me and you against the world now. So yeah.
And you feel like marriage is the marker of that, as opposed to any other level of relationship?
I mean, it is to a certain extent, but it's not anything to where it's final. Like, this is it. Like, of course, if you're in a relationship, that could come and go. We could be together for 8 years and we never do anything. We're basically just wasting time. But when you decide
8 years feels like a waste of time.
I mean,
what if you're happy?
Yes, you could be happy, but of course that's not everybody's end all be all. But for some people, I want to be unified, and this is what I feel would kind of really solidify us.
Oh, okay. I think marriage is important because only for the legal reasons. Like, that is the only reason why I would go through the whole pomp and circumstances, the legal reasons. Because in my head, we need to have been committed in order to get married. Like, marriage doesn't create a new level of commitment. Marriage is just a marker that says we have a legally binding commitment. But the day before I marry, I'm not going to love you any more or less, or do for you, or want you, or be committed to us any less. So I think that marriage is only the legal pieces. Now, granted enough, I do love a wedding. I would get married for a wedding, but I don't think that there's any part of the relationship that changes. It's just the designation that everybody else has. Like, between me and my guy, we should be exactly the same the day before the marriage and the honeymoon. We might have a whole lot of sex in the middle, but that just is part of the process. But I want to get married just to make sure that my stupid auntie or somebody doesn't ship my body down to Texas when I want to get buried at Vision, or to make sure that if I say do not resuscitate or resuscitate my ass, that y'all don't start watching somebody who knows this shit, right? I'm making light of some very serious stuff, but that's
right. No, true.
I want to get married, but to that end, if I got with a guy who's like, let's go down to this courthouse so we can go get some chicken later, I'd be like, bet, come on, just give me a big fucking ring and a great closet because I got a lot of shoes. I'm very Carrie Bradshaw when it comes to that. But let's get ready for another break. We're right. When we get back, we're going to answer one magical question from the comments because it's burning questions. We will be right back.
Did you know that there are more than 38.4 million people living with HIV globally? Or that 13% of people who have HIV in the US don't know it? Did you know that there are HIV vaccine clinical trials throughout the US to find a vaccine that can stop HIV? Or that they need volunteers? Learn more about how you can help at helpendhiv.org.
Okay, y'all. This is the first time we've ever done this, so bear with me and the team as we get this together. But we have a new segment called Burning Questions, where we are going to answer one of the questions from the chat for DeAndre and Antoine. Drum roll. I wish I had I don't have a drum roll. I got applause. Who's the question, Chiago? Put it up there. Burning question. That's a good one. It says, Cortez says, what are examples of a healthy relationship for you? DeAndre, hit it.
Examples of a healthy relationship for me, number one would be communication. If we don't have communication, if we can't communicate effectively and efficiently, not like actual adults, it's a no for me. Also, like Antoine said, accessibility. What is your accessibility to me? Like, if we are in a relationship and we're kind of like in the process of starting to commit ourselves, understanding you have a life, I have a life as well, but at the same time, if we're trying to come together to be unified, what is the level of accessibility we have to each other? Among some other things, but I feel like it'll go on. So next.
I'm here for that. Antoine Jamal.
Yeah, I'm here for that.
What are examples of a healthy relationship for you? And then I'll answer as well.
Okay. I think if I take like the first person scope of it, one of the things that has been healthy for us is blatant honesty. You know, like I know people, again, like I said earlier, everyone wants somebody real, and so you have to be that way with them. But sometimes you could be the problem in certain things. So, you know, that falls in line like
yes.
I don't know. Oh, and that was quick. But I think, you know, blatant, you know, transparency allows accountability. And that's one of the things that we've been able to have with each other individually, so that collectively we can be that for each other and for our relationship. And that's created something healthy.
That, I mean, next time I'm going to answer the question first because those answers were better than mine. But I think a healthy relationship is good fucking sex.
It definitely plays a part.
Well, we know what you be thinking.
Let me tell you why. Okay, so I think that good sex, a thriving sex life, means that you're able to do these other aspects of your relationship well. Like if we're in a relationship, hear me out. If we're in a relationship and the money ain't right because I'm doing what I got to do, but you're not fulfilling your part of our agreement, then you can't just walk in and like suck my dick and just assume that everything will be all right. Or if you don't communicate well, or if you're not fulfilling the expectations that we've created in our relationship, I don't think that we can have a good sex life. Now we can fuck, but we can't have a good sex life if there are holes in the other aspects of our relationship.
I get that.
I don't think anybody can be sexually or any kind of fulfilled if, you know, there's a problem in the foundation of our relationship. And I think sex, because it's at the top of the pyramid, you know, there's communication and honesty and commitment and all the things, and sex is way up here. If this part is good, then that means that the foundation of the relationship has to be good.
Not necessarily, because look at Yvette and Jody.
They fucking. I'm not talking about fucking. I'm talking about a good, you turn me on, you keep my dick hard, I got eyes for you, you give me the butterflies in my stomach. that kind of sex life. You can't have that if y'all fucked up somewhere.
That's basically what she was doing. If you lay it down like that and not go and cook breakfast for you, I ain't cooking no breakfast.
But
for
no, you're doing it the other way around. You're saying good.
Yeah, I get. Yeah,
good, and I'm saying a good relationship makes the sex good. Those are two different things.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you, Jay, on that. I'm with you on that one.
Where me and my boyfriend being fucking each other, but we can't turn each other on. We can't light each other up. Because there's a huge problem in our relationship. Now we can get each other dick hard, or we can make each other ass cream, but we can't have that.
Yeah, there's an issue in other areas. I'm not even gonna get hard for you. I don't even want you in my space at that point.
Exactly.
And right. Yeah.
If for instance we have a thriving sex life, meaning we turn each other on, we are intimate with one another, I believe that that's a marker that something else is, that all the other things are going right in our relationship.
Okay, I can identify with that.
I'm with that.
All right, after the break, we'll figure out what Cortez just won. We'll be right back. Let's go to break.
Get in the conversation.
This comment says, I did a good job. It's time for a congratulatory ejaculation session.
Chat live on the show and get exclusive content.
The bottles are going to eat me up for this in the chat.
Join the Dear Black Gay Men Insiders group on Facebook.
Cortez just won a Dear Black Gay Men snapback.
Yay!
Dear Black Gay Men snapback. Cortez, you can DM at Dear Black Gay Men on IG to claim your prize. I'm really, really excited about this episode because it was a doozy. It was an absolute doozy. I would like to thank my guests DeAndre and Antoine Jamal. You can connect with both of them on IG. Links to their socials are in the description. So the other week I said on the show, somebody dumped me. They felt as if it wasn't going to work with somebody like me. And for about 17 seconds, I felt like I wasted my time. Then I realized nothing, especially in dating, is a waste of time. The last time I dated somebody, I was a different person. Who I am today is different. How I navigate life is different. And what I need from a person is different. When I sit back and I looked at what he and I did together, I was using my old attractions to find a man to suit my new mind. So of course, it absolutely didn't work. As we progress, every part of us has to progress. We have to double check those wants and desires. We have to do a software upgrade on our dating operating system to make sure our picker is functioning at optimal capacity. If your dating pool is trash, like this episode was talking about, then maybe we're using old eyes to look for a new man. So, dear Black Gay Men, has your picker evolved as much as you have? That was our show. I am Jay the Gentleman. That's at JAI the Gentleman on IG and Facebook. If this episode made you feel a little more dope, be sure to subscribe to Dear Black Gay Men on YouTube. Like the video and share it with someone who needs a dopeness reminder. Dear Black Gay Men podcast is new every Wednesday. You can stream it on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. And Dear Black Gay Men Live is new on YouTube every Thursday. So follow at Dear Black Gay Men on social so you never miss a thing. I am Jay the Gentleman. This has been Dear Black Gay Men Live, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.